Concerns about how to lift weights correctly with good form is an issue that holds a lot of people back from strength training. So I've created a video series where I go over all of the functional strength exercises and all my best form tips. Before you dive into that, here's a few just general guidelines that you can use to help you maintain good form in any exercise. First of all, we love using video, and that's a great tool to be able to get a lot of exercise inspiration. I love using this technology to send workouts to my clients. However, if we're watching a video screen while we're working out, or if we're watching a mirror to see our form, we might end up in a sort of rotated position or doing something kind of awkward with our neck. So I want you to think about keeping your neck stacked right on top of your spine. If you need to, watch your demonstration video ahead of time, get an idea of what you're doing, and then make sure, let's say it's a squat, for example. If I'm watching a video screen and I'm squatting, I'm getting twisted. If I can watch it first and then keep my neck stacked, I'm just gonna keep my chin about a grapefruit width away from my chest the whole time. So that goes for most exercises. Most of the time, you want to keep your neck in neutral. There's a few times where you'll look up at, there's an exercise called a windmill where you are meant to look up at your hand and you'll turn your neck, but that's rare. Most of the time, you're going to keep your neck stacked. So be watchful for that if you're using video. The second thing to keep in mind is that you want to know what muscle groups you're targeting. So if you're doing a squat, for example, it's probably pretty obvious that this is a lower body exercise. However, you're going to feel things in your core, your shoulders. You might even feel something in your neck. So be mindful of, okay, where am I meant to be feeling this? What muscles are being targeted? If you're not sure, ask or look it up, but put your mind's eye on those muscles. Squats are for glutes and quads primarily. You still need to engage your core. You're going to feel your shoulders engaged if you're holding weights, but think about those muscles. It's actually going to help you engage them even better. Another overall tip is that you really need to listen to your body. And if you are noticing that you're getting a little bit messy with your form or starting to compensate, that's a signal that you need to check in. So I don't mind if you're working with heavy weights. I really don't mind that you might have a couple of reps that look a little bit messy or shaky. That's good. That means you're challenging yourself. If there's 1 or 2 reps in there that look a little bit funky and not perfect, that's okay. But if it's persisting and all of your reps have compensations, then you need to probably go into a lighter weight. I'm gonna show you what I mean by compensations. So I'm gonna grab this weight and I'm gonna use an overhead press as an example. So I'm creating stability in my body. In order to safely press this weight overhead, I want my shoulders, my hips, and my feet sort of stacked, and it's like I'm making a standing plank here with my body. So a safe overhead press, my arm is going straight up, I've got tension in my core, and I'm not arching my back. If I was pushing a weight that maybe was a little bit heavier than I'm comfortable with or a little bit extra challenging, I might start to see some things like this, sort of side bending, popping my hip out. I might also start to see, and I'm doing this with a lighter weight, so I know I won't hurt myself, but I might see some arching of the back. Those are compensations, examples. So watch out for that. If it's happening a lot, go to a lighter weight, work with that for a while, and then you'll revisit the heavier weight when you've developed a little bit more strength and confidence in the skill. And that just kind of leads into the final rule of thumb for any workout. Just listen to your body. If you're not feeling strong on any particular day and you need to downgrade your weights a little bit, that's okay. There's lots of reasons why we feel differently on different days. Sometimes it has to do with hydration, recovery. If you're a female who still has your monthly cycle, your hormones play into some days feeling really strong and powerful and being able to really go hard in your workouts, and other days are for just being a little bit more gentle with yourself. So always tune in and know that it's up to you to just lean into whatever aspect of your workout you need. Keep an eye on that form, and as always, have fun challenging yourself.